during this COVID crisis, the QE numbers were just, mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
Did you feel the same way? And do you feel like they've done almost too much now?
I do. Yeah, I really do. Canada has figured out that I think they might have missed a zero or two when they put their plan into place.
You mean, or added a zero or two?
Added a zero or two, yeah. I think they realize, this is actually way too big. We're not going to have any bonds left if we keep it up at this rate. So yeah, I do think the QE programs are too big. I also think the fiscal expenditure is too big as well. And I'm beginning to worry about the potential, what's the solution? And, there's lots of people that you talk to all of them, I'm sure, but there's lots of people that think, and I kind of agree with it, that inflation is the only way out of this.
Right.
And that's what everyone's trying to create.
Okay.
Not runaway inflation, but, kind of sustainable, higher than normal inflation, because debt levels are just too high. And that's the problem with where we are now.
So why don't you walk us through why what signs you see that you kind of concern you about the QE still being, too large now? And you mentioned fiscal. Why? What are you seeing that worries you?
Well, you're getting a number of just signs of the plumbing not working. So back in 2019, we had the repo problem, right? Where repo rates spiked because there wasn't enough funding to finance the Treasury balance sheet. So that was one example of a plumbing problem, and the Fed fixed that. And more recently, we've had the opposite plumbing problem, or the reverse repo problem, where there's too much cash in the system, and so banks are trying to figure out what to do with that cash, and so they're just lending it in the market at negative T-bill rates.
Right.
And so obviously the Fed doesn't want T-bill rates to be negative, or they'd take their rates negative. They would want to have positive numbers. So they've had to come out and raise rates on reserves to solve that problem. And I just think that each of these kind of nicks and plumbing problems and complications just makes the whole system more complicated.